Hello students, once again I welcome you all. In the previous class, we already started an important section from English phonetics, that is intonation, and followed by four types of tones. Number one, falling tone. Number two, rising tone. Number three, falling rising tone. And number four, rising falling tone. So you have falling rising, rising falling. First is falling, second is rising. So these are the four types of tones as such. And I hope you understood the details that I provided in my previous lecture about the falling tone. And we have also taken some of the examples in this respect. And I believe that you understood all these regulations and the rules that I told to you. So now one thing is very clear as far as falling tone is concerned. It is used in complete sentences, WH questions, commands, exclamations, alternative questions, and in the question tags. Wherever you get the sense of finality, we do follow marking such sentences with the falling tone. We need to also notice a few things in this respect, and accordingly, I have provided full details while discussing about it in my previous class. So if at all you have sentences, especially statements, complete statements, declarative statements, so in all these cases, falling tone is to be marked. When you have WH questions, it means a question starting with a WH word, ending with a question mark. Such sentences to be marked with falling tone. If you have any commandments or orders, always mark with a falling tone. If at all you have sentences which are exclamatory sentences, the sentence starting with either what or how, ending with exclamatory sign, or any word that is expressing some wonder or astonishment, followed by exclamatory sign, in such cases also, we do mark falling tone. Then you have alternative questions. Alternative questions means the questions which are starting or which are beginning with a kind of interrogation ending with a question mark, and the answer is already provided there. Two alternatives are provided and the respondent is expected to opt for one. And finally, you have the question tags. It means the alternative questions and question tags. We need to mark with the falling tone. So these are the details that I provided you in my previous class when I talked about falling tone and the particular details like some rules and regulations in the respect of the use of falling tone for certain expressions while speaking. Now you have another type of tone that you call rising tone. Actually, rising tone is used in incomplete statements. Now you compare and contrast. Simply you can remember. Falling tones are used for complete sentences, whereas rising tone is used for incomplete sentences. Okay, so let us study it now. So rising tone is used in incomplete statements, means declarative sentences, yes/no type questions and question tags for enquiry and in WH questions when used politely. See the difference here. Question tags for enquiry and WH questions when used with polite one or polite expression. So such kind of sentences, if at all you happen to come across, ensure that you need to mark with a rising tone, leading from the bottom, raising towards upper side. So here, now you need to understand that. Number one, let us talk about the yes/no type questions. Earlier in the previous class, I talked about three types of sentences, especially interrogative sentences. You have WH questions. Number two, you have alternative questions. And number three, you have yes/no type questions. So as far as interrogative sentences are concerned, you have three types of interrogative sentences. But when it comes to the WH questions and alternative questions, we always mark with falling tone. But if at all there is any question that has the answer either yes or no, it means that is yes/no type question. So you need to mark such kind of yes/no type questions with the falling tone. See the example now. Do you like this? Question mark. Another question is also there. Can you open it? See now. Do you like this? The word this is to be marked with the rising tone at the bottom. Number two, can you open it? The ending word it is to be marked with the rising tone at the bottom. So this is how these two examples will give you a clear idea that when and where to mark the rising tone. A couple of examples I'll take in this respect. Are you leaving for Delhi today? Today, the is to be marked with the rising tone. Was he present yesterday? Was he present yesterday? Here is to be marked with the rising tone. Now you see, in all these four questions, you will find that the answer to be given by the respondent is either yes or no. Do you like this? So either you say yes or no. So mark with rising tone. Can you open it? So your answer will be either yes or no. So mark with rising tone at each. Are you leaving for Delhi today? Your answer will be either yes or no. So mark with rising tone. Was he present yesterday? So again, the answer will be either yes or no. So mark with rising tone. So whenever you come across the kind of questions which have the answers either yes or no, please mark such sentences or statements with a rising tone. Then you have WH questions. What are WH questions? WH questions particularly expressing politeness, friendliness, warmth, and personal interest. If at all questions are related to these things, then only you can mark rising tone. Otherwise, in other cases, as I told you in the previous lecture, falling tone. So there is a possibility, like sometimes you will be getting confused while marking the rising tone for a WH question. Because yesterday I told you about marking a falling tone for the WH questions, right? And some of the examples also I give. But now here I am providing you some details like the WH questions showing politeness, friendliness, warmth, and personal interest. So if at all the questions are falling to this category or these categories, then only you can mark with rising tone. For example, how are you? So this question is politely asking you about yourself. How are you? When can you complete this So it is politely being asked to you, when can you complete this? Suppose another question, how's your son? So very friendly with a warmth, I'm questioning or asking about your son. How's your son? What's your name? So just out of personal interest, I'm asking about your name. What's your name? So if you happen to come across such kind of examples, which are coming under WH category or WH question category, but they are showing politeness, friendliness, warmth, and personal interest, then you should mark with a rising tone. Otherwise, for other cases, you can mark with a falling tone, right? So this you need to remember for that. Then you have the one more, that is question tags. You know, yesterday also I taught you using question tag for falling tone. Or else, whenever you come across a question tag, you need to mark with a falling tone. But here, I would like to update you that a question tag only for the purpose of enquiry. For example, you can drive a car, can't you? See here. What kind of enquiry is this? The question, or this question tag is inquiring about your ability of driving the car. Okay, you can drive a car, can't you? Question mark, right? So here you need to mark, can't you? At this curve, you need to mark a rising tone. Another question, she is a model, isn't she? She is a model, isn't she? So her profession is that of a model, and we are just asking about it for an enquiry. What's her profession? She is a model, isn't she? Isn't she is to be marked with rising tone. So when you happen to make an enquiry, ensure that you are marking with a rising tone, right? Now you have the one more category here, incomplete statements. What do you mean by incomplete statements? The statements which are not giving you the full-fledged information, and they are not giving you the sense of totality. So when something is missing in between, such cases you should mark with a rising tone. For example, I locked all the doors. It means before going out, I locked all the doors. Before going to bed, I locked all the doors. But I'm not expressing so. I'm simply saying, I locked all the doors. Why did you lock? When did you lock? Okay, such questions are there and they are giving you the incomplete sense. Similarly, she came quietly. Why did she came? Where did she came? How did she came? Whether she sat down or simply standing over there for long. No totality, no total information, incomplete. So in such cases, we should mark a rising tone. So these are the cases when we are supposed to mark the rising tone.